And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You think you gonna get this? Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Go, get out there, get out there.
34's a Mike, 34's a Mike, he's coming, check him.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Bird to return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hundley. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47. 43 the mic. Here we go. 43 the mic. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Set, ready. 60 out low. 54, right, 54. I'm trying to collect on that ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 39, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
He's coming.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Akers. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We got to get this stop here, D. Check, 55, come on.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hundley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll drop the throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bucky Hodges, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or
go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here, right here.
Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. That they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
So we got 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. We're going to 54. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check. Undercrunch. Shoot. Hey, kill. There we go, kill. Plus, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go. Hey, check back.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 39.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing, Hundley. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Hundley now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hundley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't?
10th carry now for Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
You're online, baby. Get this. You're online.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 31, Prescott eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill. Let's get this. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Able to find Isabella. 21 yards there on 3rd down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
Here we go. 6 yards. I'm coming. Check 55. Check 55.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Cowboys, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.